The NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former star at the University of Tennessee. It's Hendon Hooker.
Dating back to his college days, he was one of the most productive talents at the quarterback position in the entire country while at Tennessee. Unfortunately for him, he suffered a major setback with his health, and ever since, he's just been patiently waiting for his chance to get back out there and prove he's that same elite player. Well, that shot has finally arrived, and I know this entire team's excited to see what he does with it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Hooker gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll run with Montgomery. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's so good to see Kirk Cousins back on the field. Think back just a year ago, Mike, that severe Achilles injury. Kirk Cousins is looking to be the first quarterback since 2000 and Trent Dilfer to start an NFL game following an Achilles injury. So he's got an uphill battle, but the fact that he's out there playing under center for the Falcons is a great start. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll go again here with Algier. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, Hooker. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a give to Montgomery heading right. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. A carry here for Montgomery, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Hooker. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Cousins now. His throw left side is complete. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Cousins to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Hooker to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Back to throw. Hooker. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's 3rd and 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now, faking the give. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. play action. He'll... Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Algier. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now, Cousins. Here's a screen taken in by Algier.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Now, Hooker. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Cousins. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
2nd down, Cousins. He'll get that to Kadero Hodge. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Cousins gonna throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Hooker. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. To throw, Hooker. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll go right back to Laporta. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Hooker. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will open up a 13-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one caught by DJ Chark. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Pass brought in by Chark. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hodge. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start out with Algier. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Algier. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now, Cousins. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Hooker to throw. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Back to throw. Hooker. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run to the right with Montgomery. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
His throw left side is complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Here's Hooker. Into the hands of Brock Wright.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Cousins. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A good spot here, second and a yard. A give up the middle to Algier. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Cousins. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Atlanta.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That complete to Algier. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Cousins now. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will score! Game on! Tyler Algier, touchdown Falcons. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Lions first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hooker leads the Lions up. They'll try to go for 2. Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. That's caught. It's Hodge. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Cousins. Open man's got it. That's Chark. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field in front of them. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a two-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanketed.
Cousins now on second down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. So here comes 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man, left side, he's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Atlanta.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything
in trouble, and down he goes. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.